are so pretty. I believe they come in pink as well. I like them because they're so like airy and floppy and fluffy. But they look so pretty too in this. I do have that linked in the same link. As far as the rest of this, these are completely out of stock. This had like a rope, a jute rope, and I switched that out to this. But I did link some that look like this. They're just smaller. This is an old throw, and these are, you probably remember me getting these at a yard sale. They're old shoe horns. I think they're so cool. But they have that on the top, and then they have these little leather handles, and I just hung those from one of the pegs.
Don't say words you're gonna regret. Don't let the fire rush to your head. I've heard the accusation before.
You've only gotten 1,800 steps in today.
If you have ever wanted to try the Farmer's Dog, now is the time. They are offering their first ever gift with purchase.
Their food is made from whole meat and veggies and comes to your door ready to serve. Results do vary, but the pre-portioned packages made it easy for her to maintain a healthy weight through her senior years, which is really important because lean dogs can live up to 2.5 years longer.
With your first order, you will get 50% off of your first box of dog food. You will also get this GPS collar by 5. Hey, where are you going? Come back here. The collar not only tracks her, but it tracks her steps, her sleep, her barking, her eating, drinking. It is the coolest thing.
This offer includes the Fi Series 3 Plus GPS collar plus 6 months of Fi membership.
What is it that you want? You've had everything along with yogurt and blueberries. And I bet it's still on your mouth. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see your mouth. Wait, let me see. Hold on.
A brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. And whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow, gone down the old
One of a kind love affair is the kind of love that you read about in a fairy tale. Like the sun that shines on a rainy day, it's a cloud of.
I asked in that last reel if you remember the blizzard of 78, if you were around for that. If you weren't, I don't think that you can comprehend how much snow and what it was like. The snow was up to the roof of people's homes. And we were snowed in for, I think it was like 2 weeks. And there was a guy who had a snowmobile down the road from our house. And he came by and asked everybody if we needed anything because he was going to go to town. Because if I remember right, we didn't really know it was going to be that bad. Like, we knew we were going to get snow, but we didn't know it was going to be that bad. So really, no one was prepared. And if I remember right, we had a little dog. My dad had to basically shove the door open as far as he could get it open and shovel a path out like a couple feet so our dog could go out and go to the bathroom. And if you just think about you're sitting in your home and there is snow all the way covering every window and every door. I kid you not. When the snowplows could finally get out, they could only, all the roads were plowed 1 car width. And the snow was piled so high on each side, it looked like you were in the mountains.
Snow, it won't be long before we'll we'll all be there with snow. Snow, I want to wash my hands, my face and hair with snow. Snow.
I really want to go through all of my photos, all of my mom and dad's photos at his house that are still there, to see if I can find some of the actual photos from our area. But I remember the snow being around for weeks after, like it just hung around forever. There was snow along the sides of the roads. It was crazy. People trapped in their cars who were trying to travel and get home, but it got so bad that they couldn't see, and they would slide off the road, and you either had to get out and walk in it, which you definitely weren't going to make it, or sit in your car. And that was pre-cell phone. So they just sat in their car for days until someone figured out where they were. It was just so crazy. We've had a day of people coming in and out, so I haven't been able to be on much, but I just shared in that post our sunroom, and you may not have noticed, but I got a new treasure that you guys will love. I'm going to put it right here. We found it when we went to an antique store. Oh, the other day when we took my dad to that salvage store, we stopped at an antique store and I found that.
Okay, love you, but I didn't mean to pick a fight. But oh well, note to self, 4 pints in, you're someone else. If you can't see my mirrors, then I can't see you. So don't say you won't forgive me, 'cause you always do. At least you say you do. It's funny how when it's upside down, I push through, I just put up with you. Okay, don't be smart. Who do you think you are? With your earring, walking tall, doing your best to make.
Now let's read what Mrs. Elmer Jackson was doing 90 years ago today, January 23rd, 1936. It was a Thursday. It was a very cold day. It was 20 below zero. We didn't have school today and also Friday. So Ruth and I came home after dinner. Rob came with me from Uncle Ed's, and then we took him home at 5:30. Elmer went to supper at the Sportsman Club. I stayed at Aunt Emma's and got home a little after 10. No egg collecting and no expenses today. There better be, come back tomorrow. We have all this to eat tomorrow with all of these expenses and eggs. Someone also reminded me, and I totally forgot about this, that back then with that blizzard, there was so much snow, and the weight of the snow on the rooftops were collapsing people's roofs. I totally forgot about that. And then once all of the snow melted, it caused floods and more damage. I totally forgot all about that. But again, it was 47 years